Welcome back to the Poland Bulldog Show on YSN from Bulldog's Bar and Grill in Poland, Ohio. I am joined by senior Josh Macejko. Thanks for joining us, Josh.
Yeah, great to be here, man. We don't allow the blessing to be here, especially twice. Gonna take advantage of this opportunity. I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely. Take advantage of the opportunity to eat some good wings, too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Josh and I were just talking about how good he got the barbecue wings, the
Yeah.
bone-in barbecue. I got the bone-in garlic parm on the way. Great wings. I think the best wings in town. So join us one week here on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, Bulldogs Bar and Grill. Great food. Again, thanks for joining me, Josh.
Yes, of course.
Awesome. So, one thing I want to start out with is, senior night was Friday night, and what did Friday night mean to you, and what emotions did you have, walking with your parents, getting introduced as a senior?
I can only describe the moment as surreal. Like walking out there with my parents. Like I remember being a freshman. I had a brother who was a senior at the time. I watched him walk on the field with them, and I couldn't imagine myself being there someday. So getting that opportunity to walk on the field with my parents, it was a moment I can't describe, but
Yeah,
it's a moment I will cherish forever.
absolutely. You'll never forget it. So, how do you think they felt? What emotions did you see on their faces? Did your
Uh,
mom cry?
Thankfully, my mom over there, I'm thankful she's here. But she held it together. She didn't cry,
Awesome.
but I could tell it was definitely an emotional night for everybody.
Awesome. So, and on senior night, you probably had arguably your biggest game of the season, at receiver at least. Two huge catches. Want to reset it real quick. The no score, a huge, I'd say 20-something yard pass to the 2 yard line that set up upon Ozipalita's score, and then later in the game to kind of put the game away. A dime from Kamara, but a high point. Both of these catches are high point catches. Textbook how you teach it. Talk to me about what's going through your mind when those plays are happening.
You know, it's funny that you say that because everybody always asks me, what's going through your mind in this moment? How do you focus on something like that? But if I'm going to give my honest answer, there's nothing going through my mind.
You just black out.
I'm doing what I have done for the past, whatever it is, like 10, 11 years of my life. I go out there, I just do everything that I've been taught. I do what coaches expect of me, I do what I expect of myself, and the outcome is hopefully what I expect. Especially on Friday night, it was what I expected of myself.
And it's cliche, but if you do the right things, if you're in the right spots, good things happen, correct?
Exactly. That's what the coaches preach.
Yeah, absolutely. So, great game. I've been saying even before we got on here, just super impressed by you and your play on Friday night. So, speaking of Friday night, the game, you have a crucial moment. It's just coming out of halftime. You guys are up 10-0. It's still a close game at this point. Fumble happens. Now all of a sudden, it's first and goal for Gerard on your 5 yard line. What's going through? What's the mentality of the team at that point?
And that's another thing. The coaches prepare us for any situation possible. We have sudden change drills just like that. We practice. Offense is on the field at one moment. Immediately, offense gets off the field, defense is off, and we are locked in, ready for that moment. Couldn't thank the defense enough for that. They played amazing, not only on that drive, but throughout the entire game. Couldn't have asked for anything more out of them. But, a big play from Oliver McCauley, that sack is really what sealed it, put him out of field goal range. But it's not only one player who makes that play, it's everybody else doing their job and being where they have to be.
Absolutely. The two plays leading up to that sack, and it was a huge sack by Oliver McCulley. Going to give him his props on that. But two plays where they were running the ball pretty well on you guys, in the beginning of the game, first half of the game, to be honest, and you stopped them for no gain or loss. Two plays in a row on the run play. So now they have to resort to pass, and now it's a sack.
Yeah.
So absolutely. Now speaking of that crucial moment, just after that, that sack happens. Now the game gets a little bit chippy, starting to get a little out of hand. What do you do as a senior leader? How do you keep the young bucks on the team, like John Tanya and Chase Jones and Vito Kamara? How do you keep those guys that are still young composed?
So again, it's all about the coach. It's all about preparation leading up to that week. We completely expected Gerard to get a little chippy with us sometimes. And it was our job to not retaliate, to not let them get under our skin and keep playing our game of football. Um, As a senior, it was especially important. Coach Pat preaches that seniors are the highest title that you can have on a team. So we understood that it was our duty to be able to keep them calm, keep them composed, so we can continue to win this game playing our style of football. Because that's what has allowed us to have success throughout this year, ultimately.
Absolutely. And one thing I gave Coach credit, I'm going to give you guys a credit too as well. As seniors, you guys are leading the team. You start that drive, that next possession on your own 20 due to the missed field goal, had no offensive gain, like yardage gain. Just penalties alone got you to the opponent's 40-yard line. And that's just a credit to your leadership. Was there a moment where you guys kind of all got together and said, "Hey, look, they're trying to do this. They're trying to get us to retaliate. We need to stay composed," or it just naturally happened?
Yeah, kind of going off that last question, it was immediately after that sack that the coaches brought us all together. They explained the situation. They explained what we have to do, what we have to do as leaders, and how we're going to respond to that. That is what it's all about. It's how you respond. So we all
Absolutely.
decided that it was our job. We're going to keep calm, keep composed, and we're going to just keep doing what we have to do.
Because they always teach you, right? It's not who throws the punch that gets caught, it's the one who punches back, right?
Exactly.
See it at every level in any sport, really. So,
So
talk to me about Lakeview and what you guys are doing to get ready for them.
So Lakeview, we're not looking ahead at all. We know we have Struthers week 10, but we are focused on Lakeview in week 9. This is the game that truly matters to us. We're not looking at the playoffs, not looking at any other game because we have Lakeview this week. So we're
Absolutely.
focused on doing everything we can to get the best of them, and we're hoping to do that and hopefully seal a home playoff game for us.
Absolutely. From the sounds of it, looks like they got some talent on offense, a really fast running back.
Yep.
Looking forward to seeing that swarm and punish defense that it's been all year long. I'm also looking forward to seeing more fireworks out of you at the receiver position.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely, Josh. Thanks for joining me. Looking
Thank you for
forward to your
having me.
game Friday. Good luck. And we'll have another player coming up in just a moment.
All right.